Hey y'all, what y'all doing? Y'all, it's cold. It's cold, cold, cold. I'm in the kitchen. I'm just over here taking me a minute break. Cause why? Cause baby, I've been standing up for quite some time. Ooh, trying to prep everything. I'm cooking some vegetable soup. Cause it ain't necessarily. I started out as I told y'all these African soups. The base of them is all the same. I'm gonna take y'all in the kitchen in a minute, but let me just tell y'all I have to take a break. Um, but it's gonna be vegetable soup because I'm gonna add a few more things that usually the Africans, I haven't seen any Africans really put this over in their okra soup. But again, it's your soup, so you can make it however you want to make it. But with mine, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of broccoli, spinach. I like to add spinach to my okra soup because I don't like it real slimy, but I do like the taste of okra. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, sis. I'm in the kitchen trying to make some pop off, Alex. I miss you in the kitchen too, girl. I know that you be making your shorts, but I miss you doing the whole thing. I really do. I'm gonna put you on blast. Y'all, if y'all don't know Ann Lex, go ahead and put your information in the chat and so people can subscribe to you, sis. I like to do that for every content creator. She's a content creator, guys. But anywho, I'm gonna have in my vegetable soup. I'm gonna do spinach, probably broccoli, okra. I'm gonna add some what do you call it? Mushrooms. Also, and my meats today I'm cooking with is going to be, of course, shrimp, chicken, gizzards, and turkey meat today. Oh, you're so welcome, sis. No problem. You cooking anything today? Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at so far. Let me just take y'all in the kitchen real quick. Cause I'm over here taking a break. And just know y'all, don't y'all judge my kitchen cause stuff is what everywhere. Cause that's just what it is. Yeah. So this is to get down. Stuff is everywhere. But that's how we get down. Let me take y'all to the pot. Real quick. Hold up. Let's take y'all to the pot so we can see what the. And of course, and if anybody know about African cooking, you gotta have this oil on the stove because it solidifies. So you put it on the stove while you're cooking to loosen it up. Come through. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Quit playing. So again, this is the pot so far. We letting this do its thing. Okay? So again, like I told y'all, the cooking itself uh is very simple because again, all these soup starts out the same. I told y'all can take the base of this soup and make just about every African soup that it is. Cause I was actually this for my shrimp over, but my shrimps here gonna go in last. Just know because it don't take but a second. Y'all already know that. I'm put these in the refrigerator for now. And of course, I had to crush up. Hold up. You had to crush up my crawfish. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's something about this. And I know a lot of African American people, we be like, cause my ex kind of introduced, I was like, ugh. But y'all, this make the difference in the soup. I prep before the stomach. Girl, you already know it's cold. You already know, and I didn't have any soup in the freezer. You already know what time it is. But I tell people all the time, I understand why these Africans make such a big pot because it's easy to just go pull out. Because that's what I'm going to do. Make this big pot and then separate it for when I want it, I can go pull it. But y'all, this makes the flavoring in the soup. This, if you don't put, now you can make it without it, of course, because it's your soup. You can make it how you want. But y'all, this right here adds a certain type of flavor that's mwah. So I already add some in there, but y'all, it turns into powder when you crush it up. It's just like a regular season. I kid you not. So I save a little bit from when I put the greens and stuff in there at the end. If you know, you know, you got to add a little bit more of this at the end of the soup. You just, it just does what it's supposed to do. Come through somebody, right? And I love all my Maggie seasoning. So if you don't know, I like to use the cow one, beef one, and also the chicken. And actually, I got turned on to these from my not the Africans. Who I get this from? Yeah, I be with everybody. I get these from my Jamaican people. My brothers and sisters turned me on to maggots. I fell in love with their seeds. But they go to the chicken one right in front of me. But yeah, then all the regular seasoning, of course, your garlic, what is it, the onion powder, your lemon pepper, of course. But this is just for, and I love my turmeric, for just those who want to know what all I'm using. Chili powder. I use a little bit of everything. My complete. These are just some, honey, I really be going through the drawer. You got your dash. I put a little bit of crushed red pepper because in a minute I'm gonna, and of course I put some cilantro, black pepper, you know, the regular. Oh, and I don't know if y'all use, I like to put a little bit of this ground ginger also. I don't know if y'all use, a lot of us don't use this, right? But I like using a little bit of that also because what happens is that your soup needs to be very, very flavorful because why? That fufu is what? Very, very bland, right? And I do have a, oh, and I'm going to also add, and of course, my regular onion, bell pepper. Y'all know, and whatever you got in the house because I'm not going outside, you know, my to do anything today. And I'm gonna add last time I added mushrooms to it and I really liked it, so I'm gonna, that's one of my things now, I add mushroom to mine. And again, usually I don't really see, and I'm, of course, this is the okra. And usually I get the ones that's already cut up, but for some reason in my mind I picked the whole ones. And so that means I gotta cut these up, some of them, because why? You want that sliminess, right? So you got to cut some of them up and leave, you know, a couple of them whole. But anyway, you make it how you want to make it. But with me, I like the taste of the okra and I like the slimy, but I don't like it too slimy. So I go ahead and I cut that sliminess back down with spinach. Okay? And today, I have some broccoli in the freezer that I need to use up. Because, you know, I'm going to make it do what it do. And again, I'm going to add my shrimp at the end. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator. Right at the bottom right quick. And no, I'm not going to cover them up because I'm going to add them in just a second. It don't matter. Ain't nobody here but me. But yeah, that's what I'm doing over here. What y'all cooking? Girl, you know, Aunt Lex, I just be pulling out how the spirit lead me. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, girl. I need to get out my, hold up. Hold up. Oh, shoot, I do. I had it in the fridge. I had to go look for my, now with me, like I said, I already put a little bit of chicken. I freeze these when I get them because I don't use them like that. But I got one little habanero pepper. Right? Rinse that off. And I'm just going to put the whole thing over in here and pray to God that it don't fall apart on me. Because y'all, we want the flavor, but I don't want all that heat, baby. You hear me? So we just drop that over in the pot and let it do its thing. Because honey, y'all know that the heat comes from the seed. Y'all already know that. But like I said, we want a little bit of heat, but not a whole lot of heat. And again, just like I said, oh, and I also like to use, come through, I'm almost out, but I'm in there. I put some of these over in there. These are like the little Maggie cubes. Also African cubes, a little Maggie African cubes. Again, I paid $4 for this little bag. You have to go to the, I haven't seen, I think they're online too though, but I go to the African store and get all my you know, this and crawfish and stuff like that. And my and this is the palm oil for anybody who is wondering what type of oil I'm putting in the soup. This is the palm oil, and again, it's solidified. So you put it on the, and this is that red oil. You put it on the stove while you're cooking, and it loosens up. Okay, this just makes the, it gives it that authentic flavor. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Well, honey, you fix it up and you flavor it in, and just be mindful of that chili powder because it can get kind of spicy too. Girl, sis, listen, and I done put a habanero pepper over in this thing too, so I be watching it to make sure it don't cook away, because baby, if it do, it's gonna be on and popping. It's crazy because everybody at work be like, "How you talking? You don't like hot, but you eat a pepper, what do you call it, a jalapeno pepper with your chicken?" I said I can't explain it. I like it with the chicken, but when the dish get too hot, it just be too much. I can't explain it. But I do like a little bit of heat. Well, y'all, that's what I'm doing over here. I ain't doing nothing. I just came on here real quick because I told you guys I was going to go live when I cook, you know, the soup again. But there's nothing to it. Basically, like I said, this meat got to really cook down because, baby, that turkey meat is hard. I like to do the smoked one. And so I'll take I got the smoked turkey in there and the chicken and the gizzard. And I like using... I don't know if I showed y'all this, but I'm sure I think I have. I like using, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the difference, because usually I cut these up because they're so huge. Let me see if I can get down in the pot. Hold up. Let's see if we can move this around. I want to show y'all how huge they are. This is the turkey gizzard. The thing is huge, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me bring this over. Ooh, I almost lost it. Yeah, it's huge. These are the turkey gizzards that I get from the African store. And I love using them in my soup, but I'll take that and cut it up by 3-4 times because it's huge. And then, you know, but if I can't get to the African store, of course, I wind up using the regular ones because this just... what it is. But yeah, so just that, y'all. So I gotta let this meat cook because y'all see that gizzard hard as hell. So all that right there gotta cook down. Yeah, girl, they huge, but the meat in the meat in that, it's like a roast when it cooks down, sis. I can't explain it. You would love it if you like that roast like texture. That's what it breaks up into. So you don't need a whole lot of them. I put like what three of those over in there because, like I say, it's just me. So I'm making, you know, enough to split up maybe 2 or 3 times to eat off of. But yeah, y'all, this soup is nuts. So basically, what's gonna happen? Because I'm not gonna keep y'all on here the whole time because honey, this here gotta cook. You understand? But basically, like I said, I'm gonna chop some of these up and leave some of these whole. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people put this on a side eye and whip it up so that they get like that sliminess in it. You understand? So that's probably what I'm going to do. Because like I said, this is quick. And y'all already know it don't take any time to cook spinach. So once this get done, this soup cook down, right? And just remember, if you have a whole lot of liquid, you don't want a whole lot of liquid, but you need some liquid because why? The fufu got to have something to grab onto, right? So you judge it with your eyes. So if you got a whole, and now you can also save this broth for another soup or something because this is flavored. You hear me? So if it's too much in your pot, take some out, right? Then so when and you're gonna judge it based on how much vegetables you have. Use your eye. If you're a cook, you know. You understand? So, and you can always be safe. Take out half the liquid because it's easier to add some back in than to take it out. You hear me? Be smart about it when you don't know. So I would suggest taking half of the liquid out whenever this get done, and then go ahead and add all your vegetables. And then if you need more liquid back in, then you can pour some back in. Okay? Yeah, I'm giving y'all a quick one too. So basically, Like I said, separate and cut your okra down how you want it. Put it on, put it over in a little pot. Let it, do its thing, right? Then go ahead and add your spinach in. Take that pot, pour it over into that pot. Mix it up, let it simmer a little bit. Add your shrimp at the end because, like I said, it's a quick one too. Add a little bit, more seasoning or whatever if you need to. Let it simmer a minute, and then it's done. The okra soup, this vegetable soup, is the quickest thing to make, y'all. But again, like I said, key ingredients is gonna make it. You must add that palm oil to give it that flavor, and then you must add, what did I tell you? The what did I do with it? The crawfish. Again, you buy, now me, another tip. I don't know what I did with it, but I don't like buying the crawfish because they have it to where you can buy the whole ones. Buy the whole ones, because trash be in this, y'all. If you buy the one that's already grounded, it be gritty. Let me just say that. So get the one that's not, that's whole. And so whenever you pour it out, you can go through it yourself and pick out what you don't want in there. I had to learn that, because if not, it's gonna make your soup gritty. So I buy the whole ones and then grind it up. Like I said, it's gonna grind up just like regular season. And the key to using that, put some in your liquor when you're making it, and save a little bit to go in your soup after it's just about done, to give it that flavor that you like. And that's it. Oh, you're so welcome, sis. You're so welcome. Like I said, honey, all these soups are just easy. The base, like I said, I could take this same soup and make a goosey. So this is my little African bag here that I put all my stuff back over in. But this is the pumpkin seeds. Like I said, I buy my stuff in the whole version, y'all. If I want to take this same pot. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, also in this pot is tomatoes. Whenever you're doing your onions and bell peppers and all that, you need to add, that's the one thing I just forgot. Thank you, Most High. You need to add your tomatoes. Now, me, I cheat a whole lot. Now, if you watch the African video, see, I'm giving y'all the American version, the real quick one too. Hello. But if you watch the Africans make soup, they put everything in a blender. I don't feel the need to do that because it's gonna boil down and cook anyway. So I'm just doing a quick one too. Now, when I first started out, which is easy, whichever one you want to do, put everything in the blender, all your vegetables and whatever, and your hot stuff and your whatever you're using over in the blender. And then, but me with the tomato today, I had some tomato that was going bad. So what did I do? I cut the bad parts off. Y'all know how we do. I cut the bad parts off, cut them mugs up, cubes out, and threw them over in there. Because I like tomatoes anyway. And then I also took a can. Hold up. Let me just show y'all. Because why? Because I be cheating. I be cheating bad because I ain't trying to be in the kitchen all day. I used that tomato that was going bad, and I also had some onion, celery, and green pepper diced tomatoes. I put a half a can of this over. Same thing, tomatoes, tomato, baby. Don't judge me. Like I say, I ain't trying to be in the kitchen all day, so you do need tomato over in there. But again, like I said, now back to this right here. I can make a goosey soup with this same batch of meat. I told y'all, ain't nothing gonna change about this meat process. It's the very same. You would grind these up just like I just did this crawfish. You're gonna go through it, and again, they do have the ones that is already crushed. I don't like doing that because why? Trash be in these sometimes. You got to go through it and pick it out. Now that's just me. And you go, and anyway, this is the pumpkin seeds, the goosey soup. You would take this same broth and meat, grind this up, right? Now, what you would do and how I do it, because this is just a quick one too. You would take the grounded goosey, right? The pumpkin seeds, get a little bit of the broth, pour over in there and mix it up to make a paste. You don't want it too loose. You want it to be kind of thick. Then you would take like an iron skillet. Cut you maybe like an onion and a half up. Usually I use the purple onion when I'm cooking this goosey soup. Put it over in the pot, over in the pan. Put you some, what it is palm oil over there. Put quite a bit. Now, the onions on the bottom of the skillet and the palm oil is going to serve for the protective barrier for your goosey to cook. So So you're gonna put your onions and your palm oil, put your agouti paste that you just made, because you crushed this up and put some liquid off the soup over in there and made a paste. So you want to put that over in the skillet and let that fry. So basically you're cooking that. You're going to flip it a couple times, and again, the onions and the oil is going to protect the agouti while it cooks, right? Same thing. Once you get that done and cook like you want, you're going to take the whole skillet up off the stove, go dump it over into your pot. Let it sit and simmer for a while, right? And once it starts crumbling up, then you mix it up. The soup is done. You will also put spinach, just spinach over in the agouti soup is how I do mine, because it's the quickest and easiest way for us Americans. And that's the agouti soup. Simple, easy, done. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, let me get off here because I'll be talking all day. I just came on here to tell y'all, hey. But anyway, y'all, I may try to come back on here when I get the, because like I said, honey, this, what's kind of got to cook down. And once I start mixing everything together, I may come back on here. I wish I could, sissy. You know I would, girl. You know I would. And like I said, oh. And where is it? And for the newbies, I just keep my fufu in a container. For those who are wondering what it looks like, I don't know, we probably got some new people on here. It's like a fine powder that you mix up. This is the fufu that I use. It's like, what do you call it? Mashed potatoes. Instant mashed potatoes, but you make it real thick, but this has no flavor. It tastes like unflavored potato when you make it. So that's the purpose of why your soup needs to be seasoned. Because you're going to use that fufu like a piece of bread or like a tortilla. You understand? That part. Well, anyway, I'm going to try to come back on here in a minute. I just came on here to tell y'all, hey, I'm in the kitchen, baby, making some soup, and it is cold down here in Texas. You hear me? It is raining and everything. So this is what I'm doing, y'all, with my little day off, trying to stay out the way. I don't have to go anywhere today. Thank God I got everything I need. And that's one thing about me, y'all. I don't know about y'all. That's why I like to have everything I need in my house so I can go pull out whatever I need to make something pop off. I'm not one of these. Some people like going to the store every day. Not me, baby. Not me. I like to be able to go in my freezer outside or whatever I got up in here and make something pop off. But anyway, if y'all and thank y'all so much for coming to check on your girl all the time. I appreciate you regardless of what I'm doing. Y'all show up for me. Much love. Much love. I already know without y'all, there is no me, right? Y'all, and if there's any content creators, please put your information in the chat so people can subscribe to you. We all one. You know what I'm saying? There's enough for everyone. If everyone support everyone, we ain't got no problem. We all can make a little change. You understand? Y'all, I love me some y'all. I'm sending love and light to everyone. You hear me? If you're on the highway, what you gonna do? Be careful back and forth, because why? The roads are slick out here. You hear me? Until next time, sending love and light. And okay, thank you, sweetie. You enjoy your day also. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love y'all.